Hello friends, I am Tukan. Welcome to my channel. This week, as I mentioned last week, I will talk about the absolute creator. When describing the absolute creator, I'll also mention the founders, the source, and the realm of angels. This is an extremely detailed subject, a question that is asked by a large number of people. All questions come in this way. You are not calling the absolute creator Allah. Then what is the name of the absolute creator? How should we pray to him? Inquiries of this kind always tend to come up. To start, I will explain it using metaphors to shape our understanding. This will help us visualize and grasp the concept more effectively. I think this way it will be more understandable, especially in the creation system. For example, they say, what are the benefits of the absolute creator to us? What benefits does it provide us? Now, when you create a robot, if the robot utters such words, owner, you brought me into existence, but what advantages do I possess? What do you want to do? You laugh, don't you? I created you to benefit myself. I did not create you to serve you. My only benefit was to create you. The purpose behind it was to grant you life. Yes, that is precisely it. Our current situation is simply that and nothing more. Let me give you an example of a clock. You are making a watch. The clock says, what are the benefits for me? Where is my mission? Why did I come into existence? He inquires by posing questions such as, or what type of... Will you contribute? Asking. However, what is the purpose of making the clock? Showtime. That's why we brought the clock. The clock does its duty, already fulfilling his duty unknowingly, probably already doing it, also doing, it does not serve what he does. The thing that is done in reverse, produced and occurred, belongs to its owner, to the one who produced it. Serves knowingly or unknowingly, however it was programmed. Why is it done per hour? To display the time, he is carrying out his obligation in this manner, through prayer. Oh my God, it is a bit funny to say things like, God, give me this, give me that. Because, as I mentioned, you are in a state of existence that is being created and served. Why should a being that created you serve you? There is no such situation. Furthermore, the Creator is already present within you. Due to its energy particles being present in everywhere and everything, they are also present in you. The structure you refer to as self is already present within you. Now you need to request it from yourself, due to your sadness. However, you are an undetectable outsider from the external. If you envision a creature as if it is perched on a throne in the sky, bearing resemblance to the deities of the Anunnaki. No such situation, no such God. Oh, I mean, absolute creator, not like that. Covers all, endless, limitless. A being, and in fact we can say it is the only one. The soul created light amidst the darkness that surrounds it. We are also a part of that energy. We resemble cells in a certain manner, functioning as integral units within a larger system. Similar to the belief system in pantheism, we are in actuality a part that resides within the whole entity. If we develop, it also expands. For instance, I explained it in the video regarding skipping sizes. Now, when individuals traverse dimensions, there is a growth even in the cellular structure, that is, even in individual cells. So the aura of the cell expands, the electromagnetic field expands, the cells jump in size one by one, and when all the cells skip a size, you also skip a size. And there's an expansion. Here is the purpose here. This is also the purpose of our existence. Expansion, growth of the absolute creator. Now, imagine nested balloons. The ones at the bottom, when you inflate the bottom balloon, the outer balloon expands too, the outer balloon expands too. What occurs in the final balloon? Widen. So, if there is growth in the microcosm, known as the microcosm, there will also be growth in the macrocosm. So here we are providing assistance to him. That is the reason why we were previously established. In fact, it's not totally accurate to say we were created. We're actually part of him, a cell. I want you to think in that manner. In the present day, people are actively searching for the ultimate creator of all things. Even priests and others are boarding the plane, traveling in search of God. Can they coexist in the same dimension? Reason, logic. Why should a being that created you wander in your size, and you say it is also infinite, limitless? This is not possible. So where is the creative absolute creator? Where could it be? Now let me give an example metaphorically. Our cells inside us say that there must be something that created us. They're going, looking, whether it's a big idiot or not. Maybe he created us, e.g., they worship the spleen. Then they see, worship the heart, see, worship the brain. Like people used to do in the past, they worship the sun, the feet and such. However, where is the true creator of the heavens? Isn't our appearance complete, our whole body? So we exist to have our greatness, same way. Due to that, we have our existence. Because of the presence of an absolute creator, because there is only one entity that exists, we also reside within it. Yes. Now let's discuss how the absolute creator came into existence and provide some information about this process and the lower levels as well. Now, the absolute creator, the situation is as follows. Source, in other words, emptiness, pitch black. Universal reason, a conscious entity. In other words, an endless, boundless void characterized by darkness. What is the next course of action? There is a great deal of energy. However, there is no other thing that currently exists. He had a strong desire to create his own opposite. She desired to establish the feminine aspect, the positive aspect. Thus, its own field created a space within its own field, thereby thoroughly intensifying its own energy. In that empty space, there's a bright, the entity creator brought it into existence, now creator. Then what is it? Just entering into the formation. So how will it enlarge, expand, maybe even bring it up to its own level, make it an infinite, limitless entity? How could he do this? That is the reason within itself, within that particular source. I mean water droplets, the ones inside the ocean. Now, if we say the source is the ocean, I call the ones inside it source spirits. By utilizing these resources, the absolute creator was brought into existence, and they persistently uphold and ensure the expansion and advancement of the absolute creator. We call this resource the main spirits, as well as us founders. Now everything is being set up by them or on their behalf. The absolute creator does not enter or create universes, nor does he create you or solve your problems when you pray or something. This is already an extremely funny perspective. It is not possible to find anything more hilarious. As I mentioned, the creator doesn't serve what he has created. Such a phenomenon has never been witnessed anywhere. He has made a promise to drink his water solely for the purpose of survival. However, that is the situation. Otherwise, they haven't shown much interest. What can I do for you? I will be a servant. I will fulfill your dreams. Non-existent. A means to fully manipulate people. The Anunnaki deceiving people through their deceptive actions. You already know the religions I always explain. The Anunnaki created religions, and in this way, they discussed the absolute creator, and someone among them said, I am the absolute creator. I am infinite, people unaware of weaknesses, fully limited. They believed it saying so. Of course, it's not true. Now this absolute creator, it is created within the source. Imagine a huge ball of light made up of such light. That's how it forms. And the founders realized that in order for this to develop further, they need to establish a hierarchy and create a universal spiritual hierarchy. We can also refer to him as an angel collector. However, the interests he collects are not the beings mentioned as angels in religions today. They are at least 500, beings with the power to create even universes in dimensions. And after creating it, this hierarchy, universal spiritual hierarchy, they stated that we need to create a material area. Because the more you descend to lower dimensions, changes in spiritual growth happening there, developing each soul individually, serving the whole. It enables expanding the main souls and thus the absolute creator, and growing the energy, which is light. That's why. Think of it like the same system, they reflected one to many. There has been a constant expansion by falling into dimensions of lower magnitude like such. That's why up to the third dimension, this divine gene, the energy that came from the absolute creator, descended to divine structures, descended to the Anunnaki. Because the Anunnaki created humans in their own image by forming them from their own DNA, those sacred genes were also passed on to humans. The lower you go, the higher you rise. This principle is always true. That's why I always say this. We're similar to a rubber ball. As we go lower, our jumps get higher. That's the reason we descended to lower dimensions and now we're ascending at a faster pace. Additionally, as I mentioned earlier in previous videos, I discussed spirits. There are tiny energy particles that originate from the primary source spirits. We call those things weighing 21 grams the soul. Actually, the soul is particle. So they put that structure that enables to operate these bodies like a battery and also to feel emotions into that robot I mentioned. And this purpose is the expansion of those pills. When that pill grows, it will release more energy, and the absolute creator will have a greater energy. It will become brighter. That is why he is also witnessing an increase when they witness an increase through these souls of babies. Thus, entities in the third dimension are also infant souls. Therefore, they lack awareness and consciousness, existing without any form of cognitive perception. When these spirits grow and expand, like the expansion of cells, how cells expand, when cells jump in size, we also jump in size. Same logic. Spirits transcend dimensions, perfect and elevate themselves. Absolute creator expands and rises even more. Hence, it's incorrect to use definitions like flawless, perfect when defining the absolute creator. Because if something is fully complete and unlimited, we refer to it as perfect or flawless or complete. That's why it's not perfect, it's not complete. Still expanding, growing, forming. That's why this game is played 19 times. This creation made 18 times, destroyed and remade. Like breathing. When breath is given, creation happens, these systems, everything is established. When you take a breath, they all gather in one place again. Creation was made in this way, and the ultimate creator has achieved specific dimensions, currently 4,000, in terms of size and 4,000. 13 is the size of our universe, reflecting its energy by reducing its size. So it generates its own energy 13, reflected to us by reducing the size. That's why the founders are 13. Established measurements beneath the size. In actuality, the measurement is 12 units. We shouldn't say size on top of size, we should say layer. There are floors. There are layers like onion peels. This 12 dimension is our universe. The reason for having 12 dimensions is the matrix system created by the founders. Imagine a massive computer system, and within this computer system, a game is being created. On one side are those in the positive pole, on the other side are those in the negative pole. Due to interactions, the creator will elevate themselves, thus also expand and grow. Hence, this creation, this matrix system was formed. Surely you know that when the Anunnaki came to Earth, they also tried to create a fake reality, a fake matrix, and manipulate people. They painted people's eyes, hypnotized them, and showed a different reality. Humanity is already beginning to awaken slowly. Of course, I had explained how they had done these, They had put people to sleep by creating religions.